Hello and welcome to At School everyone. Today we are going to understand about properties of addition. So there are four properties of addition of whole number. Now before moving to the property of addition, let's understand what is a whole number. And before understanding the whole number, you need to understand what are the natural numbers, or we could also say the counting numbers. So these numbers start from 1 and then move from 2, 3, 4, and like this till the infinity. So these are nothing but the counting numbers that starts from 1 and move till the infinity, or we say the natural numbers. While what is a whole number? You see, whole number is nothing but the natural numbers plus you just add up 0. What do I mean by this? I mean that the natural number is starting from 1 and then moving till infinity, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 until infinity. While in the whole number, what is happening? It is starting from 0 and then 1, 2, and then it moves till infinity. Only difference is the natural number starts from 1 and then move till infinity. What is the infinity? The number which we cannot find. It's a very large. So then what is the natural number? Natural number just starts from whole number just starts from 0 and move till infinity. The only difference is that in the natural number there is no 0, but in the whole number we just include the 0 plus all the natural numbers. All right. Now let's move to the closure property. So what are the four types of property before that? The closure property, the commutative, the associative, and the additive identity property. We are going to understand about them one by one. First of all is the closure property. What is the closure property? Let's understand the definition first. That the sum of two or more whole number is always a whole number. Sum of two or more whole number is always a whole number. So let's say I have a whole number, let's say 4, and I'm going to add up this whole number with another whole number, let's say that is 3. So I'm going to add up 4 plus 3. So what will be the sum of them? Sum will be 7. Is the sum a whole number? Yes, the sum is also a whole number. Is it negative 7? No, it's not a negative 7. Right? It's positive 7, and the positive 7 is a part of whole number. Whole number was from 0 to infinity, right? 0, 1, 2, 3 until infinity. So does the 7 comes in between the 0 and infinity? Yes, it do. So we say that 7 is also a whole number. What if I add more than two numbers? Let's say I add 3 plus 2 plus 1. In that case, what will be my answer? It will be 3 plus 2, 5, and plus 1, 6. Is the 3 a whole number? Yes, 3 is a whole number. Is 2 a whole number? Yes, it is a whole number. Is 1 a whole number? Yes, it is. And is 6 a whole number? Yes, it is a whole number. So let's add up 0 also. 0 plus 1 plus 2. So what will be the answer? It will be equals to 3. Is 0 a whole number? Yes, it is. Is 1? Yes. Is 2 whole number? Yes, it is a whole number. And answer is also coming out to be a whole number. It is not coming out to be negative 3, or it is not coming out to be, let's say, 7 by 3. It is coming out to be a whole number only. These are not a whole number, this is fractional number and the integer. So in this case, what do we see? That the answer is coming out to be a whole number only when we are adding up the whole number. So whole purpose of the closure property was to tell us that when you are going to add up simple positive numbers, then your answer will be also a simple positive number. It will not be a fraction, or it will not be a negative. It will be also a whole number only. Okay, now let's move to the commutative property. When we add two or more whole number, see, in this case what we are doing, we are adding up two or more whole number, then their sum is same regardless of the order of the addends. What is this addends? These are the numbers which we add. For example, if I add 2 plus 3, then 2 is an addend and 3 is also an addend. These are the addend. What will be the sum come out to be of 2 plus 3? It will be 5. But what if I just change the order? Instead of writing 2 plus 3, I just write 3 plus 2. Is my answer going to change? No, it's again going to be stay 5 only. So this was about the two numbers. Let's choose three numbers this time. Let's say 1 plus 2 plus 3. Now what will be my answer? 1 plus 2 is 3 and 3 plus 3 is then 6. So I'm going to write 6 as the answer. Let's change the order. Instead of writing 1 plus 2 plus 3, let's write it 3 plus 2 plus 1. Will my answer change? No, it will be again 3 plus 2 is 5 and 5 plus 1 is 6. So my answer is again going to be 6 only. Let's change the order once again. Let's write it in 2 plus 3 plus 1. Then is my answer going to change? No, 2 plus 3 is 5 and 5 plus 1 is 6. So you see, no matter what my order is for the addends, in each and every case my answer is coming out to be same. So when you add up two or more whole numbers, see, this will work only for the whole number. If you just say that, ma'am, I add 2 plus 3, and in the next case I add negative 2 plus 3, or let's say you add up 2 plus 3, negative 2 plus 3, and then you change it to 3 minus 2 or 3 plus minus 2, like this, then your answer will be same. No, your answer will not be same. It only works for the whole number, that is from 0 to any number, but should be positive. Okay, this is the commutative property, that simply when you add up the numbers, whole numbers, then no matter what the order is, your answer will be always same. Now the associative property. The associative property works when you are talking about three or more numbers, or we could say three or more added. In the previous case, we were only talking about two or more, right? Two or more whole number. So we use the case of two and we use the case of three. But in this case, you see there are three or more number. So there is no scenario of the two number. Okay, now let's add up three numbers. Let's say I am going to add up 3 plus 4 plus 5. What will be my answer? My answer will be 12. Let's say now I'm going to group them up in a different way. See, regardless of what is the definition, definition is that when three or more number are added, the sum is same regardless of their grouping of the added. So let's say in the first case, I'm going to group up 3 plus 4, and then I'm going to add it with 5. Now, if you have already watched the video which is uploaded on at school about the board mass rule, then you must know this thing that we are going to solve the bracket first. So in this case, we are going to add up 3 plus 4 first, which will be equals to 7. And then we are going to add a 5. So what will be our answer? Our answer will be 12. Now let's group up these number in a different way. Let's group up in something like this, that this time I'm going to group up 4 and 5, and I will leave the 3 out of the bracket. So 4 plus 5, like this. In that case, what will I do? I will solve my bracket once again. So 3 plus 4 plus 5 is 9. What will be my answer? This will be again 12. Now let's up two different number. Let's group up 3 and 5 this time. So what will I group up? I will say that my 3 plus 5 inside the bracket, I have grouped them up, and then 4. Obviously, I'm going to solve the bracket again first. So it will be 5 plus 3, that is 8 plus 4. What will be my answer? My answer will be 12 again. Sorry, my answer will be 12 again. So in all of these cases, you see, no matter how I group up the number, first I group up 3 and 4, then 14 and 5, then 3 and 5, no matter how you group them up, if it is an addition and if you are talking about the whole numbers, in that case, the sum will be always equal, no matter how you group up these three numbers. So can we say this thing that 3 plus 5 plus 4, when you grouped up 3 plus 5, is equal to 3 plus 4 when you grouped up 3 plus 4 plus 5, and which is equals to 3 plus 4 plus 5. It means all of these are actually equal to each other. Why? Because their sum is coming out to be 12. For all of them, the sum is 12. So what do we understand? Let's move to the definition once again, that when three or more number are added, the sum is same regardless of the grouping of the added. Regardless of the grouping, no matter how you group them up, your answer will always come out to be same. You can choose any three different number or three or more number, and then you can try it up grouping them different way. For example, in this way, what we were doing, we were adding 3 plus 4 first and then with 5, then we added 4 plus 5 first and then we added 3. So no matter how you add them, no matter in what order you add them, no matter how you group them, your answer will be always same. The next property is additive identity property, and which will be our last property for the addition. What does this property says is that it says that on adding 0 to any number, on adding 0 to any number, I am again saying this thing, that any number. So if I'm saying any number, it does not mean only whole number. I can talk about a negative number, I can talk about a fraction, I can talk about any number. The sum remains the original number. The sum remains the original number. What do I mean by this is, let's say I'm going to add up 0 to a number 3. What will be my answer? My answer will be 3 back again. What if I add 0 to a negative number this time? Let's say -2, 0 plus -2. In that case, my answer will be -2 only. If it is confusing to understand this thing, then you can say -2 plus 0. So it will be -2 only, right? Acha, two properties we can, right? So what is happening? So 0 plus -2 is also -2. Let's say now this time I'm going to add 0 to a fractional number. Let's say 3 plus 2, 3 upon 2, then my answer will be 3 upon 2 only. You can add up 0 to any number you wish, you will get that number or the original number back again as the answer. So if I add 0 to any number set, let's say 37, then my answer will be 37. Let's say I add up -2 to 0, we have already done -2. Let's say I'm going to add up -3 to 0, my answer will be -3 only. If I add 5 by 7 to 0, my answer will be 5 by 7 only. So no matter what you add up with the 0, you will get the same original number back again as the answer. And these were the four properties of the addition which we have understood today. First was the closure property, which says that the whole number sum will be again the whole number. Then the commutative property is that you can rearrange the order of your addends and you will get the answer same. Then the next one was associative property, that you can group up the number in any way. You can add up any two number first and then the third, or anything you can do while the addition, you will get the same answer. Then in additive identity property, we understand that no matter what number you are adding to 0, always and always that same number will be your answer, or the original number will be your answer. These were the four properties. Thank you so much for watching at school video. Thank you.